Hello, students. I am Sir Glenn, your subject teacher. Welcome to General Mathematics, Grade 11. We are still in the fifth module, which is all about logarithmic functions. Our lesson 5.1, Solving Logarithmic Equations. Paano ba tayo nagsasolve ng isang logarithmic equation? Yan ang ating malalaman under this lesson. So, strategies for solving logarithmic equations. First one, we can rewrite the given to its equivalent exponential form and then we solve. The second strategy is by using logarithmic laws and properties. And third strategy, we have applying the one-to-one property of logarithmic functions. Ano nga ba yung one-to-one property of logarithmic functions? Parang kapareho niya si exponential functions, mayroon din siyang one-to-one property. So for any logarithmic function, f of x is equal to log base b of x, if log base b of u is equal to log base b of v, then u is equal to v. In short, kapag nakita mo na yung dalawang given ay parehong mayroon silang log base b sa magkabilang sides, we can immediately cancel that and then we consider the values. We consider the remaining terms, which are u and v. So we equate u and v to obtain the value or values of x. We have a note here. After solving, check if each of the obtained values does not result in undefined expressions in the given equation. If so, then these values would not be considered solution. So take note, lagi dapat tayong mag-check. We must always do checking to make sure na yung nakuha nating values ay valid. Understood? Example 1. Find the value of x in the following equations. For the solution, solving for x, we transpose negative 1 to both to the right. We have 2x is equal to 9. It will become positive 1. So 2x is equal to 9 plus 1 is 10. Divide both sides by 2. So we have x is equal to 5. So for the checking, we do checking for us to be sure na ito ay valid na answer. If x is equal to 5, then we have log base 3. Log base 3 of 2 times the value of x is 5. We have 10. So 10 minus 1 is equal to 2. So log base 3 of 9, because 10 minus 1 is 9, is equal to 2. So this will be log base 3. 9 can be written as 3 squared is equal to 2. Applying the property of logarithmic. Property of logarithms. Kapag pareho yung numbers na nandito, we can immediately disregard this and we can bring down the exponent. So 2 is equal to 2. Since we've arrived at each statement, we can say that our answer is a valid value for our logarithmic equation. Our answer will be x is equal to 5. Item C, we have log base x of 16 is equal to 2. So we use the second strategy. We transform it to its equivalent exponential form. So this will be, x will be the base, 2 is the exponent, and then this will be 16. So square root, square root. So extracting square roots to obtain the values for x. So we have our values will be x is equal to 4 and x is equal to negative 4. So we do checking para malaman natin kung valid ba yung ating nakuhang values ni x. So if x is equal to 4, then we have log base 4 of 16 is equal to 2. So this will be 16 is a multiple of 4. So 4 squared is equal to 2. Pareho sila, parehong 4 yan. We disregard this immediately. We can disregard this immediately. So we have 2 is equal to 2. Since true statement siya, we have x is equal to 4. This is a valid solution. So the second value, if x is equal to negative 4, then we have log base negative 4 of 16 is equal to 2. So since nakita natin na negative yung part na to, sa form na y is equal to log base b of x, sinasabi natin doon na si b ay greater than 0 at hindi siya pwedeng mag-equal kay 1. Since nag-negative siya, ibig sabihin si x, which is negative 4, yung negative 4 na nakuha natin is invalid, hindi siya valid na value ni x. Therefore, our only answer is this one, x is equal to 4. For item D, we have log base 2 of x plus 1 plus log base 2 of x minus 1 is equal to 3. Since nakita natin na they have the same base here, parehong may log base 2, and then they are separated by addition symbol, we can use the first law of logarithms. We can combine them using multiplication, then using the same log base 2. So log base 2 of x plus 1 and x minus 1, the product of x minus 1 and x plus 1 is equal to 3. So we try to transform this to exponential form. We have 2 cubed is equal to x squared minus 1, since product of the difference, or magkaiba sila ng symbols ng operation that separates the terms of each binomial, pero pareho sila ng first terms, pareho ng second terms. So we use special products there. Automatic na ang kanilang product ay square ng first term minus square ng kanilang last term, so which is x squared minus 1. So since equal silang dalawa, we can swap their positions. We have x squared minus 1 is equal to 2 cubed is 8. So this will be x squared is equal to 8. We transpose negative 1 to the right, it will become positive 1. So we have x squared is equal to 9. So we extract square roots. So we have x is equal to square root of 9 can be positive 3 and negative 3. So we do checking kung tama ba yung, kung valid ba silang pareho. If x is equal to 3, then we have log base 2 of x plus 1, we have 3 plus 1 is 4, plus log base 2, we have 3 minus 1 is 2, is equal to 3. So alam natin na si 4, it can be written as 2 squared. So log base 2 of 2 squared is 2. And then alam natin na may 1 yan. So log base 2 of 2 raised to 1, makakancel na yan automatically. Ang may iwan ay yung exponent, which is 1, is equal to 3. So we have 3 is equal to 3. Therefore, valid yung value na x is equal to 3. So if x is equal to negative 3, then we have log base 2 of negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2 plus log base 2 of negative 4 is equal to positive 3. So since nakita natin na ang value, so babalik tayo dito sa part na to. Since nakita natin na ang value nito sa part na ito ay negative din siya dito, ibig sabihin invalid yung ating value na x is equal to negative 3. So take note, in our form y is equal to log base b of x, ang bawal dyan, bawal mag negative si b, dapat mas malaki siya parati kay 0. Bawal din siya mag-equal kay 1. Si x din, dapat mas malaki siya parati kay 0. And then, hindi siya pwedeng, dapat mas malaki siya parati kay 0. Hindi siya pwedeng mag-negative, hindi siya pwedeng mag-0. Since nag-negative siya dito, ibig sabihin, hindi na-satisfy yung condition na presented sa definition ng ating logarithmic function. Therefore, invalid na value si negative 3. Ang sagot ng natin dyan is si positive 3. Understood? Example number 2. Solve each logarithmic equation. For the solution, watch this video. In this example, we solve each logarithmic equation. So first item, we have 6 raised to log base 6 of x squared is equal to x plus 30. So applying the third basic property of logarithms, kapag nakita mo na pareho yung number na nandito at doon sa base ng exponent na may log, we can immediately disregard this one, and then we bring down x squared. We bring down the remaining term here, which is x squared is equal to x plus 30. So we transpose everything since a quadratic equation yung mabubuo. We have x squared transposing positive x, it will become negative x. Transposing positive 30, it will become negative 30 is equal to 0. So this is factorable. Factors are x minus 6 and x plus 5 is equal to 0. Using the zero factor property, we can equate each factor to 0. So we have x minus 6 is equal to 0, or x is equal to, transposing negative 6 to the right, it will become positive 6. It will be x plus 5 is equal to 0. Transposing positive 5, it will become negative 5. So we do checking. So if x is equal to 6, then we have 6 raised to log base 6 of 6 squared is equal to, is equal to 6 plus 30. So mga-cancel na yan. We have 6 squared is 36, or 36. 6 squared is 36 is equal to 6 plus 30 is 36. Since we ended up with the true statement, therefore 6 is a valid value for x. So for the second value, if x is equal to negative 5, then we have 6 raised to log base 6 of negative 5 squared is equal to negative 5 plus 30. So automatic na mawawala na yan. So negative 5 squared is 25 is equal to negative 5 plus 30 is positive 25. Since we also ended up with the true statement, si negative 5 ay valid na value ni x. So our answers are x is equal to 6 and x is equal to negative. For the second item, we have e raised to x minus 5 raised to e, 5 times e raised to negative x is equal to 4. So since negative yung exponent nito, we try to simplify it. E raised to x minus 5, applying the laws of exponents para maging positive yung negative na exponent, ibababa natin siya. So this will be e raised to x is equal to 4. The LCD here is e raised to x. E raised, automatic na may 1 dito. So, e raised to x divided by 1 is e raised to x. E raised to x times e raised to x. So, they have the same base. So, we simply add their exponents. X plus x is 2x. So, we have e raised to 2x minus e raised to x divided by e raised to x is 1. 1 times negative 5 is negative 5 is equal to 4. Understood na may 1 yan. So, we cross multiply. So, that will be the numerator times 1 is still the numerator, or e raised to 2x minus 5. And then 4 times e raised to x is 4 times e raised to x. Since nakita natin na quadratic equation yung form, we transpose everything to the left. Ang may iwan sa right ay, sa right hand side ng equal symbol ay 0. So we have e raised to 2x. Transposing 4e raised to x, it will become negative 4 e raised to x. Then minus 5 is equal to 0. Since medyo confusing kasi merong e, maglelet tayo ng specific variable. We let m be equal to e raised to x. So this will become m squared minus 4m minus 5 is equal to 0. So, kung titignan natin, mas madali na siyang tignan. Hindi na siya masyadong complicated na tignan. So, this is definitely factorable. The factors are m minus 5 and m plus 1 is equal to 0. So, using the zero factor property, we can equate both factors to 0. So, m minus 5 is equal to 0, or m is equal to 5, and m plus 1 is equal to 0, or m is equal to negative 1. So, para malaman natin kung valid ba yung mga bagay-bagay na yan, or mamaya natin i-verify, hindi pa ito yung tamang sagot kasi initially, nag-let tayo ng m be equal to e raised to x. So, ibalik natin siya ngayon. So, we have e raised to x is equal to m, which is 5. So, para ma-solve natin yung value ni x, i-lolon natin yung both sides. So, ln 5. So, we have, automatic na mawawala na ito. We have x is equal to ln 5. If you will use the calculator here, we have the value for x is 1.6094. So, in the second value, if m is equal to negative 1, then we have e raised to x is equal to negative 1. So, looking at the at this expression, this equation, kahit anong number yung gamitin nating value dito, it's impossible for us to obtain a negative result. Ibig sabihin, ang ating sagot lang dito ay this one. So, x is equal to ln of 5, or x is equal to 1.6094. Understood? For the activity, do self-test 5.1 on page 24. Submission of all outputs will be until Monday.